All right. Welcome everyone to our today's session. It's a pleasure to have each of you joining us from different cities, country of the world. So this is Arash Aghajani. I'm a technical architect. I'm a Microsoft MVP and community leader. I'm going to host our today's session. So we have actually we have lineup for let me share my screen. We have lineup for session with 5 amazing speakers for March. And today we have a special guest, Sina Khan, and she is Microsoft MCT and technical trainer. She is going to share something around and his experience, actually her experience around the Power Apps and the Power Platform, how we can build a leave request system with the Power Apps Canvas app and the adaptive card. So it's a great session and we are going to learn something new around the Power Platform and the Power Apps. So before adding her to the stage, I'm going to introduce a little bit about the uh, introduce our Microsoft Learn community. So uh, as ever, what's the Microsoft Learn community? So Microsoft Learn community offers various ways for learners to connect with peers and experts to enhance their expertise and achieve career goals. It includes the Microsoft Learn Hub for update and a discussion and learning room for direct engagement on a specific topic. You can access the community through this link for more information and join the aka.ms/Microsoft Learn community. Power Platform Learner to Leader is one of the Microsoft learning rooms, which has more than 2030 to 2,300 members. We are sharing the latest information about Power Platform in our learning room and also conduct this series of session uh, every week for Power Platform enthusiasts. So if you are not a member of our tech community, join through this link that I put in the screen. So aka.ms/join PPLTL Power Platform Learner to Leader. So the last but not least slides here is the code of conduct. The Microsoft aims to empower everyone globally through knowledge sharing and events, ensuring a respectful and inclusive environment for all. Harassment or degrading behavior is not tolerated, and everyone is responsible for upholding this standard. The code of conduct encourages awareness, friendliness, respect, openness, understanding, and kindness. Before we begin, there's few important notes here. If you have any question during the presentation, feel free to type it in the chat box. We will have a dedicated Q&A session toward at the end. And the next is the session is being recorded for those who couldn't join us live because we have attendees from the different cities, different country, and it's hard to adjust the time zone. So, and also if you are not able, to join today's session in live, so you can see and watch this session through our uh, YouTube channel. Okay, so that's all at my end. I'm going to add and invite Sina Khan to our stage. Uh, Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, how
Hi.
are you doing?
Thank you. How are you
Nice.
doing?
Oh, good, good. Thank you. Nice to meet you. And a stage on yours. You can start your presentation. I'm going to share your presentation. Give me a second, and you can start uh, your presentation. Yeah, we are hearing, and a stage on yours. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Arish. Hi. Hello. Welcome to Power Platform Learner to Leader. My name is Sina Khan, and I'm a Microsoft certified trainer and currently working as a technical trainer for Spectra Systems. So today I'm going to give a session on building a leave request system with Power Apps, Canvas app, Adaptive Card, and Power Automate. So let's begin. So here this is a practical session, practical oriented session. And here I have some slides also. So let's start with it. Introduction. So I'm going to give you an overview of the leave request system. So this system is users can send leave requests to HR people through Teams. While they are submitting the leave request, it will be saved in a SharePoint list, and there is a Power Automate which will run through that, and then the request will be sent to the Teams where HR people can approve or reject it. So the user will get the response back to their emails, or in the same channel itself they can access. So this is the leave request system I'm going to demonstrate today.
Sorry, Stina, can you please make your slide as a play your slideshow to have it in a full screen, so it's okay, awesome.
Right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So
Yeah.
I have used the tools today for the demonstration. I'm going to use as Power Apps, Adaptive Cards, and Power Automate. So some of the prerequisites for this demonstration, we need Power Apps subscription, then M365 subscription for SharePoint. You should access to Power Automate, and there is some basic understanding of JSON and Power Platform. JSON, why you need to understand JSON, because the adaptive cards in JSON format only. Now let's going to create the SharePoint. So firstly, I'm going to create the SharePoint list, but here I have already a SharePoint list. I will show you that. So I have already created that. So these are the columns I'm having: employee name, employee ID, department, leave type, from date, to date, then duration days, then manager. And then there is one more column called the status. Status is whether this request is approved or rejected. So based on the HR people or HR users action, the status has been changed. Then there is an example list creation. I will show you that. Then after creating the list, I'm going to build the Canvas app. Canvas app, which we are using for creating various types of apps. Okay, so here, if you are much more design-oriented application building, if you are going for, so then Canvas app is the best solution for in Power Platform. So here, I will show you how to create a Canvas app in Power Apps and connecting it to the SharePoint list. Then design the leave request form in a Canvas app, and there is an example. I will show you that. Designing the adaptive card. After we are going to design the adaptive card, there is an adaptive card in interface available for Microsoft. Then we are using that interface to create the adaptive card. So already I have the JSON script for this particular card. I have designed it, and that I will explain. It's a JSON structure for the leave request card, and there is an example also. So adaptive cards designer we are using to develop the adaptive card. Then how we are going to integrate it with Power Automate. So we are going to create a flow in Power Automate, and the trigger is when a new item is created in SharePoint. So by executing the leave application in Canvas app, by clicking on submitting the button, then the data will be saved in the SharePoint list, and upon saving the data in SharePoint list, a new item is creating, right? So based on that, this Power Automate trigger will execute. And then there is actions: send adaptive card to Teams, and then wait for response, and then updating the SharePoint list. Okay, so these are the actions we are going to add in Power Automate. The next is approval workflow. So this approval workflow is a multi-level approval process. So there is, okay, various people can manage it. So here it is only the manager can approve or the HR people. Then conditional logic based on the leave duration or notifications. Okay, so all these are configuring. Now let's start with the demonstration. Please let me know once my screen is up for the Power Platform.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the example leave request form. I have built it. So this same I'm going to create. How we are going to create this? Then let's go into the SharePoint, and here already we are having a list, leave request list, and here it is. These are the parameters for the leave request list. Okay, employee name, employee ID, Then department, leave type. Leave type is a choice column, and here I can show you that. So this is leave type, and these are the three choices: casual, sick, and reserve. Then this is a date column, from and to, date and time column. And here is the duration days. Duration days, okay, I have kept in number. And manager, then the reason for the leave, and here the status. Okay, so these are the various columns in SharePoint list. Now we are going to build the Canvas app. So for that, I'm just coming into my environment, dev environment, and here is the apps selected. I'm going to create a blank Canvas app. Okay, so this is my screen, and this screen I'm going to design. So firstly, color I'm going to provide to this screen, then a title of, so my title is leave request form. Make it centered, then we can make a different, yeah, there is a script, dancing script, or great vibes the script is. So I'm just providing a leave request forms 45 font size, then with bold, yeah, we can provide different colors also, like, okay. Now going to make adding test labels, so adding various controls. So these columns we need to add as a controls there to submit the data. Employee name, employee ID. You can copy paste the controls. Then department. Then after that, leave type, employee name, employee ID, department, leave type, then from, to. From, then this is manager. Duration, days, and reason. Okay, now I'm going to add the text input controls for each of the corresponding labels. Okay, I have repeated this 2 times. So leave type, I'm just adding a drop down as it's a choice column in the list. So for that, I just added here. So providing the data. Okay, so here also I'm just providing the calendar control for from month to manager again, the text control. Duration also, text control. This is a multi-line text column in SharePoint list. So here we have added a big box for this reason. Now I'm going to add a submit button to submit this form. Okay. So let me check again. Employee name, employee ID, department, leave type. Okay. Then from to, duration in days, manager, duration in days, manager, and reason. So status I'm not going to add over here. Okay, so this is my form. Now what I am going to do is I'm going to add an adaptive card. So before that, just configure the program to submit this form to the SharePoint list. So for that, in the submit button on select, here I'm going to use the patch function. So I already have this. So just I'm going to change the control name only. Now here there you can see some red lines. So how it's came, because we didn't connect this form with the data. So we are going to connect the form with the data. So for that, click on the data and add data, and from here SharePoint, just to type SharePoint. So it will be available here, and connect directly, connect it. Okay, so my site name is TechTrends, you can see here. So I'm just selecting that, and from here you can see the available list. So I'm going to select this leave request list, connect it. So it will be available here, and you can see that red line disappeared. And here just check with each of the controls which is corrected or not. Employee name, okay, then employee ID, then for the drop down one is the name. So the same name we should have to add over here as well. So drop down dot selected text. Then for the date picker, okay, so here it is date picker one. This is the name for this control. So here I have added it as date picker one dot selected date, and I have copied this. So the name of the next date picker is date picker one underscore one. So here I have added it, and here dot selected date. This is for whatever the user going to select it or enter the data. So all will be selected and then send it to the list. Then the duration in days. Duration in days, actually it is a text input underscore 4. Okay, so here we should have to change this, and here for the manager it will be text input 1 underscore 3. Then coming into reason, this is text input 2. Yes, so all controls we have added, and here if the list submitted successfully, then the notification has to be shown to the user. And this is for the reset button. So reset after completing this submission, the controls has to be reset with new data. So for that, here I'm just resetting each controls. That's it. Okay, so our canvas form is ready. Now we are going to develop the adaptive card. Adaptive card, this is the adaptive card.microsoft.com, the designer. Okay, here whatever the JSON script you are having for the adaptive card, it will show the output also over here on the top, you can see. And this is my adaptive card. So what is the purpose of adaptive card? Because it will provide you like the required design. Okay, so here you can see new leave request and leave request form, then submitted by whom, manager to approve, then the description. So leave request of employees from various departments, and there is an approve and reject button with blue color and a red color. So these are the items I have configured with the adaptive card. And here is my script for this. So the same script I'm going to incorporate in a Power Automate flow. So how we are going to do this? Okay, so this adaptive card I'm going to send into Teams. So this is we are going to do with a Power Automate flow. Just go there in the flow, and here the my flows, going to new flow, and here I'm going to create an automated cloud flow. So this flow name is leave request flow, and this is when an item is created. So this is the trigger I'm going to select when an item is created in SharePoint list. So just create it. Okay, So it is showing invalid parameters. So here, just click on that invalid parameters. So here in the site screen, you should have to select the site address, your SharePoint site address. So if it's not listed, so it is showing over here, not connected. So just change connection. Should have to connect with your SharePoint, and yeah, yes, this is fine. Okay, so it is connected now. Now it is listed my site tech trends, and my list name is leave request list. Okay, now I'm going to add two variables here. One is for, because in my adaptive card you have seen here in this form two variables I need to have. One is for submitted by whom and then manager to approve. So for these two variables, I have to configure two variables there in my flow. So variable, initialize the variable. Okay, my variable name is submitted by, and it's a string variable, and the value of it is from my SharePoint list. Okay, so employee name. Then another variable I'm going to create. Another variable initialized, and here the variable name is manager, and this is also a string, and value, okay, I'm taking it from the SharePoint. Okay, so two variables I have created. Now I'm going to post a card to Teams, post adaptive card, and wait for response. So this is the action we should have to choose, and this is a flow board. So here I have selected Flowboard and post in a channel of Teams, and here in the message box we should have to pass the adaptive card JSON script. Okay, so here I have done this, and here I'm going to add the variable. So this is just remove. Okay, submitted by, I'm going to select from here submitted by. Okay, and for the manager to approve, here I'm selecting manager. Okay, now this is done. Now we can go down, and here the teams. Okay, so which teams, if you have a team separately, you can provide that name, which one, which is listed over here. Otherwise, just, okay, I'm selecting the default directory, and here the channel general. Okay, now I'm going to add a control action. This is for a condition control, sorry. So then this is for, we are going to take a response from the adaptive card, and then so here, until this, this adaptive card will be sent to the teams. So there, the HR or whoever going to provide an action, whether it's an approve or reject. Okay, what would be the next move? So here I'm going to create a condition for that. So here the condition value, which is the action output from the adaptive card. So here, this is the function we are using for that. So just take the dynamic value, and here, okay, so this is the one, body post adaptive card and wait for a response. This is the name of this action, and data action, and which is equal to approve. So in adaptive card, how the approve is given, so same way we have to give here as well. Okay, now coming into the true condition. So in the true condition, post a message in a channel. So here post message in a chat or channel, and here this is a flow bot, and here a channel, then the teams and the channel here general. And here you can provide the name also, like okay, so employee name, your request has been approved. This is for the approved ones, that is the true. Now I'm going to add one more action for this true. So that is for the SharePoint updation. The status has to be updated as approved. So we can take this update one, update item. And here you can provide the site address, then the list name, and here the ID of SharePoint list ID, and from here the status value. Status value is approved. Same for here as well for the reject post message, and this is also flowbot, and here post in channel, then the teams default directory, and in the channel general, and here also the same way we can configure employee name, then your request has been rejected. And here also again one more SharePoint update item, and you can select the site address and then the list name. Here is the ID, and here is the status value, rejected. Okay, so now our flow also ready. You can save. Okay, so it is saving now. Now back into the Power Apps Canvas app, and I'm running this. So just to save before this, okay, I didn't save this. Okay, so leave request app. Okay, I have saved it. Okay, complete the save. Now run the application, and here I'm providing my name, department, IT, and say casual leave. Yes, and here is the date. I'm just taking 24th, and here 25. Manager, any name you can provide, and duration in days 2, and anything we can just, okay, I'm just providing family get together, and then submitting it. So here your form has been submitted successfully, and here check the teams. So you can see here, okay, please wait for this. Here The list also added with the new data. Okay, now just wait for the teams. You can check meanwhile. Executing or not.
Check the workflow run list. Go back. Yeah. Oh, it didn't trigger.
Yeah.
When an item is created. Yeah, all good here. Why it didn't trigger?
Okay, we'll submit once more. Test it again here from here. Oh,
Oh,
okay,
it's running. Yeah.
it's running. It's running.
Uh, check the
Yes,
teams.
yes,
Oh,
yeah, it's coming. Yeah. Okay, so here is my adaptive card. It came over here in the Teams, and so here you can see submitted by my name and manager to approve the name of my manager. And here, if I am approving it, okay, Sina Khan, your request has been approved. So this way we can configure a leave request system. So here, this is the same channel only I have shown here, but you can use like various permissions for the different users, and then different channels you can use where it has to be posted. So this is depends upon your requirements again. So this is the final output for this. And here I will show you in the list. Okay, so let me just refresh the list, and here the status, you can see the status over here, it is approved.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is my final output for this. Any questions on this?
Um, I'm not seeing any question now in the chat box. If you have, everyone has any question, please put in the chat so we can raise this to the screen. So for me, I have a question. So we have the standard approval in the Power Automate for the flows, and you explained that we can use the adaptive card. So what's the benefit here that we use the adaptive card instead of the standard approval? Not the approval, standard the form of the approval like the MS Teams that will be sent through the Power Automate and also the Outlook. So can you please a little bit explain the benefit of using the adaptive card here?
Adaptive
I
cards.
think one is the customization, right?
Yeah, one is the customization, of course. That is based on the requirement, we can design accordingly. So
Mm-hmm.
it is ease of use as well. Like if you're well versed in like JSON, we are using JSON objects there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So it is very well defined by using JSON objects, making it very easy to create and modify the cards without needing to write complex codes there. Okay, this is one. Second is like adaptive cards can be used across various apps. So it is like
Mm-hmm.
device-oriented UI frameworks, providing a broad reach without any additional work.
Mm-hmm.
Then like a rich palette of elements, okay, including text. You can include text, you can include images,
Mhm.
various input controls there. Okay, according to your requirement, you can design your card, and
Yeah.
it's a better tooling, we can say it as like it's like a open ecosystem of adaptive cards, means like better share tooling, reducing the need for custom solutions as well.
Yeah, that's correct because I think in the standard approval we are not able, to also change the button or that we have for approve reject. So we are able to customize the button here. We are able to add additional, button for other purpose here. So something like that. So yeah, I think the flexibility and the customization is a uh,
Very effective.
great, yeah, uh, useful things that we have in the adaptive card.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I think I don't have any question at my end. So is there anything else that you want to share, or it was the all?
Yeah, there are some links I have shared, and
Okay.
I will share the adaptive card designer link as well. So we
Let
can
me.
we can use that designer uh,
Okay.
link to generate various type of adaptive cards.
Yes, I'm going to put it in the comment box for everyone who wants to see this link. Okay, so okay, and also this one and this one. Okay, these are the links that Sina sent to me. So if you would like to learn more about the adaptive card and how you can actually how you can implement this in your different scenarios in the Power Automate or in the Power App, so you can use this link and the guideline in the Microsoft Learn. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Sina. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today in today's session. So, hope you have a great weekend and see you. I think the next session that we have will be on. Let me check my uh, slides here. Here, I think the next session will be uh, on Wednesday. Oh, yes. No, it will be on Monday, March 17, and it will be around the Microsoft Dynamics 365 F&O approval. So if you would like to, and this is an interesting topic for you, so you can register for that event and join to that call, and Bulent will host that specific session. Okay, thank you so much, Sina, and hope to see you
Thank
in
you.
the future events and sessions. So have a great
Sure.
day, and
Thank you for this opportunity, Arash.
you're
It's a
welcome.
fantastic event. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a
Thank you.
lot.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thanks all. Bye bye.